The Indian Super League, from its inception, had rule that each Super League team must sign one player who would be considered a marquee player. This player would be a world-renowned footballer who has played at the highest levels of the game, and had won at those levels as well. The first marquee signed by the league was former French international and Manchester United player Louis Saha. However, he eventually did not play in the league. On 26 April 2014 it was announced that the Indian Super League organisers, IMG-Reliance, had signed up Hernán Crespo, Dwight Yorke, Robert Pirès, and Fredrik Ljungberg as the initial marquee players for the first season of the Super League. However, eventually, the teams themselves made it known that they themselves would like to sign their own marquee players. On 6 July 2014, former Liverpool midfielder and Spanish international Louis Saha was confirmed as the first ever official marquee player in the Indian Super League, after he signed with ITLA copyright ICO de Kolkata. Then, on 15 July, it was confirmed that Joan Capdevila would be the second marquee in the league, after he signed for North East United. It was not until the next month that the third marquee was confirmed, when Delhi Dynamo signed former World Cup winner with Italy, Alessandro Del Piero as their marquee. This was soon followed up with confirmation that former England goalkeeper David James would be joining the Kerala Blasters as their marquee and player manager. 2 weeks later it was announced that Pirès had signed former France international David Trezeguet as their marquee. Then, the last 2 marquees of the month were confirmed soon after when both former Arsenal teammates Fredrik Ljungberg and Robert Pirès signed for both Mumbai City and Goa respectively. The final marquee for the first Indian Super League season was confirmed on 1 October 2014, when former Brazil international Elano signed for late entry side Chennaiyin. With 8 goals as his team reached the semi-finals, Elano was the inaugural winner of the Indian Super League Golden Boot. For the second season, only Chennaiyin kept the same marquee, loaning Elano back from Santos. Mumbai recalled French striker Nicolas Anelka to serve as theirs, while also being player manager. Delhi also named the marquee as player manager, Brazilian fullback Roberto Carlos. At 42, he was the oldest marquee of the season. The youngest was 32-year-old Portuguese forward ITLA copyright holder Postiga, who replaced Gaka at Kolkata. North East United landed Portuguese winger Simar Sabrosa, while Pune signed Romanian forward Adrian Mutu, and defenders LA-Sayo and Carlos Marchena joined Goa and Kerala respectively. The marquee players of the second season initially came under criticism for having a poor impact. Roberto Carlos had not played professionally for 3 years and struggled for fitness, as did Anelka, while Mutu was sidelined until he would lose weight. Marchena, Postiga, and Simar were sidelined by injury at the start of the campaign. After only 1 appearance, Marchena returned home for personal reasons on 4 November,